Hi, how are you? Today I've had to record the weekly live because I have a few appointments in the diary that simply can't be moved today. So I didn't want to not show up, so I'm showing up now, and this has been recorded for you earlier today. So I hope you're well. How have you been since last week? I hope that things are going well for you. Still doesn't feel quite like spring with all the rain, and it's still very cold, but at least we know that in the next couple of weeks we have the equinox and we also have the clocks moving forward, which will give us some brighter evenings. So that is definitely something to look forward to. So hopefully you can feel the lift of energy. You may also have been aware that we've had a solar flare coming directly towards Earth, and that will be lighting up the skies very with amazing aurora for those lucky enough to see it. And I know that a photographer that I follow, Tony Dalton Photography, he has managed to capture some fantastic pictures on Ballycastle Beach and looking up at the aurora. So if you're on the north coast of Ireland and it's clear tonight, if the rain stops long enough, if you look up you might just see the northern lights, and I think that might be one of the most magical things to ever see. So I hope you're keeping well. I wanted to read from the Shamanic Medicine cards this week. So this is them. This is the book. Had a lovely shamanic class on Sunday, so just yesterday, and it was very powerful. We were doing a lot of healing and transfiguration work, and whenever I came home then I saw a beautiful double rainbow, and it was one of the most stunning rainbows I've ever seen, and it landed in the field just in front of the house. And I was very tempted to go and look and see if the pot of gold was there, because I had actually been in Dublin earlier in the week with my daughter for a rock concert, and we visited the National Leprechaun Museum while we were down there, so it was good fun and lots of magic and lots of entertainment. So I think it's important that we remember to see the magic in life. I think more than anything, if we can hold on to our light and hold on to the magic in the world, then we can't go wrong. It's very easy to fall prey to the fear factory and to worry and concern. Yes, there are things going on in our world. Yes, costs are rising. Yes, there's lots of opinion about all these different things. Stop giving away your power to other people. Hold that back for yourself. Stand in your own power, judging your own actions through your own integrity. You know what's right for you. So with that said, I drew 3 cards from the Shamanic Medicine deck. The first one is the Lodge card, which is all about seeking wise counsel, seeking advice from those who may be able to help you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. In tribal communities, the lodge would be the centre hub. It would be the place where elders would gather, where everybody would come together for advice and to seek counsel and to have community together. And I think in our society nowadays, we've really lost that community spirit. We've lost that ability to go to our elders and ask for advice and guidance and wisdom, and we've lost that ability to connect with each other, I think, because we're constantly all sitting on our screens and with our phones. So this card reminds you to seek out the counsel, seek out the advice from others. Now, if you're asking for advice and you're getting lots of different perspectives, that can be very useful because it can let you start to see different ways of looking at things. If, however, you get ridicule or laughter, then you know never to ask those people again. So it helps you weed out the people who are good for advice and the people who aren't. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help and to ask for advice. Likewise as well, if you're thinking of embarking on a course, speak to the teachers, speak to as many different teachers, as many different course providers as you can, and get a feel for what's right for you. And allow the advice and the wisdom to come in, but then you sit with it in your power and you discern what's right for you. So it's not about giving your power away by asking for advice. If anything, it actually empowers you because you find out different perspectives, different ways of looking at things, and you get to then decide how you wish to proceed. So just remember, you don't have to do it all yourself. By staying silent and holding everything in and being afraid to speak your truth and ask for help, you actually do yourself a disservice. So remember that. Second card that came up this week was the Soul Retrieval card. Soul Retrieval card, all about reclaiming your power. And again, back to reclaiming your empowerment, yourself, your light. In shamanic cultures, if someone feels that they have lost themselves, they've lost their spirit, they've lost the ability to laugh and play and dance and have fun, or they have gone through a trauma, quite often it's seen as a fracturing of the soul, of the spirit, and the shaman will travel to the other world to reclaim those parts. But this card also reminds you that you can call back your power yourself. As I've said before, there's an exercise I would do morning and night where, you know, I wash off anything that's not mine, but I also call back any power I've given away. And then I surround myself in a bubble of healing, protective energy as I go about my day. And that really helps me to stay balanced. And the Soul Retrieval card asks you to reclaim your power. Look at where you're giving it away. Look at where you could call back the bits of yourself that you've given away. So sit with that. Maybe, you know, where are you giving too much of yourself? Where are you running on empty? Where are you constantly giving and giving and giving but getting nothing back? Reclaim your power. You know, as the first card said, yes, ask for advice. You don't have to blindly follow other people's opinions and other people's advice. You take what's right and you sit with it for a little while. And the Soul Retrieval card asks you to do that. It asks you to reclaim yourself and reclaim who you are. You know, are you living your life for you, or are you living it for other people? And finally then we have the Flute card, the expression card. And this is another one about speaking your truth and expressing yourself. And it's really lovely, actually. One of my lovely students in my shamanic class yesterday had been to Sedona, and she came back and she had brought us all hand-carved Native American flutes carved by the Navajo. And it's so beautiful. And it's lovely that this card has come up, actually, because, you know, it's all about sitting outside in nature with the little flute and allowing the music to move through you to help you express yourself. Now, I'm aware that we'll not all have hand-carved flutes from the Navajo. However, we can still use music to express ourselves. We can still put a piece of music on and allow it to move us, allow it to help you move your body, allow you to express emotions. Perhaps you can express yourself in different ways by using your voice, by writing down, by painting, by creating something. So where do you need to express yourself? Where do you need to use your voice and allow it to move forth so that you can speak your truth and reclaim your power? So those are just some thoughts for this week. I'm sorry it's very short and sweet. However, as I say, we are in the middle of house hunting, so please send all the positive vibes that you can. As we have a few appointments we have to attend today and a few things we have to do. So I will be back next week live at hopefully my usual time of 1 o'clock or thereabouts. But for today, I hope these cards have spoken to you. So remember the Lodge card: seek counsel, ask advice, take all the perspectives on board and weed out the ones that are relevant and the ones that aren't. And then you can reclaim your power. Reclaim your power with the Soul Retrieval card to sit in your power and discern what's right for you. And then you can express yourself and use your voice to speak your truth, because there's only one of you. And even if other people are doing the same thing, or it looks like they're doing the same thing, they're not doing it in the same way as you, because you are unique and you have your own unique expression, your own unique energy imprint and your own unique voice. So take from that what you will. Have a fantastic week, and I will speak to you all again next week.